Hi, everyone. The story that we're going to read tonight is called Oh, the Thinks You Can Think. It was written and illustrated by Dr. Seuss. We got to read part of this story in one of the groups today, and we read the whole story in the other group. One of the things that we talked about was using your imagination. So when Dr. Seuss tells you to think, he wants you to use your imagination to see if you could imagine, you can think about what some of these creatures, the pretend creatures that he talks about, what they might look like if they were real. Remember, Dr. Seuss also loves to use rhyming words. Sometimes he even makes up pretend words and writes them right inside of his stories so that he can make them rhyme or sound silly. So you might hear some words in this story that aren't even real words. And that's when you need to stop and think. Think, think. Oh, the thinks you can think. You're going to use your imagination. You ready? Okay. Oops. You can think up some birds. That's what you can do. You can think about yellow or think about blue. You can think about red. You can think about pink. You can think up a horse. Oh, the thinks you can think. Can you imagine those things? Oh, the thinks you can think up if you only try. If you try, you can think up a guff going by. Is a guff a real thing? No. And you don't have to stop. You can think about schlop. Schlop, schlop, beautiful schlop. Beautiful schlop with a cherry on top. Where's the schlop? Schlop is not a real thing, so we're not sure what to look for, but I know what a cherry is. Let me look for something with a cherry on top. Oh, I think I see it. Let's look closely. That's schlop. Well, at first I thought it looked delicious until I saw these. Are those pickles? Pickles on cake? I don't think that I would like schlop, even if it had a cherry on top. You can think about gloves. You can think about snubs. You can think a long time about snubs and their gloves. Okay, here's the picture. Think for a long time about snubs. Snubs aren't real. That's a pretend made-up word. So you'll have to think and use your imagination. And then think about gloves. Gloves are real. Did you think for a long time? Okay. You can think about Kitty O'Sullivan Krause in her big balloon swimming pool over her house. Oh, that's fun for me to think about. I would love to have a balloon swimming pool over my house. Wouldn't you? Look, she even has a diving board right here. She jumped up and she's splashing it. Oh, look who's already in the pool. It's her dog. Think of black water. Think up a white sky. Think up a boat. Think of blues blowing by. Blues? What are blues? These things? Are those real? No, that's something else that's pretend. That's something that you really need to think about. Use your imagination. You can think about night. A night in Nanup. The birds are asleep and the 3 moons are up. You can think about day. A day in the Drake. The water is blue and the birds are awake. Those are some silly looking birds, aren't they? I've never seen a bird that looks like that. Have you? Think. Think and wonder. Wonder and think. How much water can 55 elephants drink? How much water do you think 55 elephants can drink? A lot. That's what I think. You can wonder, how long is the tail of a zong? Very, very, very long. There are so many thinks that a thinker can think. Would you dare yank a tooth of the rinker fink? Oh, this book sure is a tongue twister. Look at that boy trying to yank a tooth out of the rinker fink. Is that a real thing? Nope. At first I thought maybe they were the bones of a dinosaur skeleton, but then I realized there are no dinosaur skeletons that look like this. And Dr. Seuss tells us it's not a dinosaur, it's a rinker fink. That's something that's pretend. And what would you do if you met a jaboo? Jaboo. Oh, the thinks you can think. Think of Peter the postman who crosses the ice once every day, and on Saturdays twice. 2 times he crosses the ice on Saturdays. Think. You can think any think that you wish. Think a race on a horse on a ball with a fish. A horse standing on top of a ball with a boy, and then a fishbowl with a fish in it, and they're racing? That's silly. Think of light. Think of bright. Think of stairs in the night. Think. Think a ship. Think up a long trip. Go visit the Vipper of Vip. Well, that must be the Vipper of Vip. Some more pretend words. And left. Think of left. And think about Beft. Why is it that Beft always go to the left? These must be pretend animals called Beft, and they always walk to the left. And why is it so many things go to the right? You can think about that until Saturday night. Well, we won't stay here thinking until Saturday night, but if you want to keep thinking about it until then, you can. Think left and think right, and think low and think high. Oh, the thinks you can think up if you only try.